Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arna Diaz Show. Today's show, a review and discussion of Everything Everywhere All at Once, starring Michelle Yeoh and directed by the Daniels. Everything Everywhere All at Once is at its core a story about an immigrant family trying to find their way in the world and try to understand each other at the same time. But on the screen, this movie is everywhere, just brimming with artistry and pizzazz and total adherence to the total rules of reality. It is a farce. It is a lesson in time and space and understanding, and also a lesson about mothers and daughters understanding each other and a family trying to figure out who they are and also how to survive in a new world. It's big, it's bold, it's expansive. It doesn't stop. It keeps moving. It doesn't slow down to tell you what's going on. It just plows forward through a very long, kind of convoluted, but essentially pretty fun plot that centers around Evelyn, the matriarch of this family, who is all of a sudden in the middle of a visit to the tax office, is thrusted into a story that takes place across universes, where she interacts with different versions of her husband and everyone in her family. All of that is not spoiling anything about this movie. I love this movie, and I think everyone should go watch it. My only real criticism for the movie is that I believe that it does get a little bit away from itself. The rules begin to kind of fall apart, and things begin to get a little bit even more crazy and convoluted, until they recompose themselves into a very emotional and solid conclusion that many people are calling the best film of the year. Now, I won't claim to have seen every single movie this year, but I tend to agree. It is, at its core, the best, most inventive film I've seen this year thus far. I mean, some of the publications I read are talking about Michelle Yeoh being a real considered Best Actress nominee next year's Oscars. There are so many things that this movie dives into that it's difficult to talk about in the respect of a movie review. But I will do my best to at least align myself to those expectations. As I said at the beginning, as a film, this movie is bolsterous. It is large, it is bold, it takes chances, and it doesn't slow down. But ultimately, it is worth the ride. Michelle Yeoh delivers an incredible performance, really diving deep into the idiosyncrasies of a woman that has left her home country and has come here to make a life for herself, and finding luck and bad luck all the same and just trying to deal with life. It is also about a family that is kind of falling apart and finding each other again and trying to understand each other. And it really does excel in that. This ensemble cast is really good. Ki Hwan Quinn, who a lot of people might remember from Short Round from the Indiana Jones film, makes a return to the Hollywood industry reportedly because he had seen that there was more representation for Asian actors out there, so he decided to give acting a try again. And his first movie back is this kind of gigantic actioner for himself, playing the kind of meek and weak-willed but very agreeable Wayland, husband of Evelyn, Michelle Yeoh's character. You've seen in the trailers that his character is strong and definitely plays the action hero for much of the beginning of the plot. But he also plays a very sympathetic Waymond that is trying to find the affection of his wife again. And their daughter, played by Stephanie Hsu, steals every scene that she is in, and she is shooing up the scenery wherever she can. I will not give away what role she plays in this entire thing, but it's a very key role, and she plays it perfectly, interestingly, and when things get flipped around, you really understand what her character motivations are, and you feel for her as well. I would be remiss if I didn't also mention James Wong, legendary actor from movies like Big Trouble in Little China and various other movies where he plays the stereotypical Chinese Asian man. But he's given a lot to do in this movie. And it's so cool and inventive. I mean, this movie has to be watched to really understand its full breadth. It's also very funny. That was the other thing that I was kind of caught off guard. It is hilarious, and it definitely is almost a requirement to watch a little bit of Rick and Morty just to get your mind around everything that's happening in this movie. And I said at the top that there are moments in this movie that kind of drag to me, and I do think that it's like overall thing that it's doing does outstay its welcome a little bit, just a little bit towards the end. And I think if it could have done from just a solid 10, 10 to 15 minute just cut of not just like the crazy outlandish things, but like just kind of to tighten everything up a little bit. But that's really the only criticism I have for it. Other than that, an incredibly vivid and just bold move. Bold move. Just an incredible bold move by A24. Yes, this is A24's multiverse movie. And they chew up that premise as much as I believe anyone could ever chew that premise. And it is a sight to behold. Thank you so much for watching. I give Everything Everywhere All at Once a 4.5. Almost perfect, but incredible nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Arnie Diaz89 on all the social media platforms. Follow me if you'd like. I will be doing a review of The Northman coming out soon. And I will also be doing a film review on the Nicolas Cage movie where Nicolas Cage is playing Nicolas Cage. Because why not? Thank you so much for watching.